Brand of encouragement asks, is it good to switch up the products that you shoot? I do a lot of baby products, but I like shooting shoes. Um, I'll let you jump in and tell me what you think. I got my opinion on it, but I'll let you jump in and tell me what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always good, because it sounds like product is your area of focus and expertise. And so, like playing around with it and experimenting with it. But if you find that you have, that there is this wide market and wide ability to really serve that baby market, then like if that's what's working, that's when you take the opportunity to double down. That's what I always that's always my personal approach to any sort of business decisions, is because I know I do as a creative, and I'm sure other people, if you feel this way too, and out in the comment section, that sometimes we get a little bored, right? And you're like, oh, I feel like I've been just doing the same thing over and over again. And then you're like, I want to go run in a completely different direction. But the thing is like, if this is working over here, then that's the opportunity to double down. And that's where people, I think, miss the mark or miss the opportunity to build their business further, is that opportunity to double down on what's working. So, and two, like, especially, I think about the market that I serve as far as food photography, that there are very like specific nuanced things that I know, because I have been doing this kind of work and specifically working with brands in a recipe creation sort of format, that like there are things that I know because I have been doing that work for so long, that somebody who's more of a generalist may not know. And so those are things that I can market as values and distinct advantages in working with me, and why I can charge more premium pricing, because those little details and those nuanced things are going to be handled. So that's my opinion. I'd be curious to hear what you think, Ty.
I'm in agreement with you. Like I tell people all the time, like if you're buying paint, if you go to a store that only sells paint, the paint's going to be more expensive than like a Walmart, but you're going to get the best answers and the most knowledgeable help you can possibly get. They're going to be able to mix paints and get colors you could never find other places, compared to Walmart that sells everything. Their paint's going to be a little cheaper. You're probably not going to find people at the desk when you need it. They're not going to have all the answers. They're going to be like, I don't know. We can, compared to if you go to a paint store. So I'd much rather be a paint store where I sell more expensive items. I need to sell fewer. I have, more knowledge than to be the Walmart, of the industry. Lamborghini only sells a couple thousand cars a year, and they make just as much as Ford, that maybe sell hundreds of thousands of cars a year. And I'd much rather deal with a smaller group of clients than to deal with a whole lot of clients that are spending less money, only because time is money. Customer service is something you got to deal with. And you're just stretched thin when you got to deal with 20 customers a month, 20 clients a month on customer service, when you can just deal with three that have three projects. It's just a whole lot less to deal with. It make life a whole lot easier.